guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box. Happy Monday. It's episode 157, and we're back. It feels like it's been a while because we had a little couple episodes recorded in a row. We had them banked up. So it's been like 2 weeks, but we're back. Big Czar, what's up?
What's up? Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
I'll still never get used to you saying an opposite day that it is today.
Yeah, that's the second time I did that. I
Thursday
figured I was
off.
going to try it again.
Dupe says the same thing. I get confused every time. He's like, because we record on Sundays, he's like, this is a great Wednesday morning. And in my head, I'm
God,
like,
that's
it's Wednesday?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll never get it. But so I guess probably there's been one thing that I've been wanting to talk about. And did you know, I can't remember what, it's been a long time, boys. First of all,
I know.
Great to see you.
But it's
You as well.
it's funny because I had a couple things and I'm like, did we talk about this yet? Because I don't remember.
The Oreo Doomsday Vault. Did anybody see this?
Nope.
There is an
no
Oreo
clue.
Doomsday Vault somewhere around this world that was created by Oreo. So when the big natural disaster happens and it wipes humans out, that the next humanity will still have Oreos and be able to discover Oreos.
That's
Shout out to Oreo,
honestly that's sick.
the important
I'm gonna-
things only.
Hopefully people can find it. Shit.
Yeah, imagine like if when it all gets restarted.
It's not a hidden location, is it?
Imagine if it all gets restarted and we all just blow up and then it all just restarts and then like a bunch of cave people find like this hidden vault with Oreo cookies in it. What do you think they would do?
Change their
Be
life.
tight, dude. It's an Oreo built an asteroid-proof Doomsday Vault in Norway.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like these people must have been intelligent.
Yeah.
Intelligent life.
here's a spin zone. What if Oreo did that before, and
Whoa.
our time cave people found it, and that's how we evolved. Our brains evolved because we came in contact with Oreos.
Dude, maybe Oreos have been here for like 12,000 years. That's a great point.
I guess 12,000 years.
No,
When did we become normal people? You know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say?
I think it's like 150.
I was going to say,
think.
probably a lot longer
there's a
than
reason
that.
I said 12,000 though, because that new Netflix Ancient Apocalypse show talks about like how there's a lot of information hidden around the world and all these things that they find that point to the younger dryas impact theory that like 12,000 years ago, natural disasters kept happening because asteroids kept hitting the earth. And they believe that that's when all of the like pyramids and everything were made. And at one point there was like an advanced, smarter society. So that's why I said 12,000. I didn't just off the dome say that.
Got it. I got it. So, yeah, maybe 12,000 years ago, there have been Oreos as well.
But I mean, it is a funny concept to think like a couple humans will survive, then everybody will start fucking, and then somebody will just walk up on this big cement thing that says like Oreo on it. How are they going to get in there? If it's asteroid proof,
Exactly.
Yeah.
how are they going to get in?
Hey, Jeff Goldblum said it best. Life finds a way, all right?
I guess so.
I think we'd find a way in there somehow. But
What did he say that on or in?
Jurassic Park, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's what which one would it be? I think it's just the first one.
Yeah.
When they're in that conference room, like talking with the owner guy about it, and they're all like, this is a terrible idea. Because he says, the guy, John Hammond, the owner guy, says like he made all female dinosaurs, so like that's how they can't procreate. And then he's like, life finds a way.
I have never seen Jurassic Park or Jurassic
Whatever.
World or any of those.
Whatever,
But
dude.
so I've started on Sundays. I've made it a point to watch a movie that I should have watched 10 years ago. So I watched.
I love that.
I watched Good Will Hunting
Or like
last
20
Sunday.
years ago.
Yeah, for real. Very good movie. Good Will Hunting.
Good Will
Yeah,
Hunting.
I've never
That-
seen that movie.
That's
Good.
a fucking
It's very
really
good.
movie.
You haven't seen Good Will Hunting
No,
either?
that's Matt
Wow.
Damon and Ben Affleck's first thing, right?
Yeah.
It's really
and
good.
Robin
Robin
Williams.
And
Rest in
the
peace.
guy who played Rip Wheeler, what?
Yeah, he's in it too.
Or Dutton, whatever.
Rip Wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole Hauser.
So he's in Days of Confused.
Yeah.
and I had no clue. Never
Wow.
knew that until now.
He's also in The Breakup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he's
Too Fast, Too
hilarious.
Yeah,
Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
He's
yeah.
so funny in the breakup.
He is.
he starts trying to hit on these girls by telling them he was gonna wrap them up in saran wrap.
Great line.
I know. I'm like, what?
That shit's hysterical. What
Did we talk about Liver King
No.
being exposed
No,
on
no.
here?
That
Go
was on
ahead.
my list as well.
So yeah, big shock here. Liver King was exposed. Some emails leaked or whatever about all the steroids he's on. One, I mean, no shocker there, right?
why is it such a big deal? Everybody knew he was on steroids,
Yeah.
right?
See, but think of this. I think he may have not soiled his reputation if right off the rip he was like, yeah, I do all this stuff, but I also take steroids. He would have that would have been his story. But
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, I'm all natural, and now they're like, no, you're not.
So how did it go down? Because I didn't hear the whole story.
I don't know exactly. I just know.
it was Derek from More Plates, More Dates, and he's a YouTuber who like goes through like UFC fighters and now Liver King and basically can call out who's on steroids
I see.
and who's not by like what they're taking and how their body or whatever works. Long story short, I guess he made a documentary on the Liver King and he's the one that exposed him.
No, like, I don't know about that, but like, actually, Liver King wrote out an email and sent it to some.
No, I'm pretty sure he was the one that exposed that email.
Okay.
And he doesn't know how he got it.
Oh.
Did he make like an apology or something?
Yeah. His video is actually so funny. It was in
sure.
black and white, and he was just sitting there like all sad, basically saying he's sorry.
I'm
and stuff.
sorry.
Yeah.
Like the BP oil thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
he just went on Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Oh.
Didn't get all the way through, but they were talking to him. They're like, you ate us eat livers and balls the last time we were here. Now we're gonna make you eat a fucking donut. And
yeah.
they keep shoving a donut in his face. He won't eat it. It's still just sitting on his lap from where I'm at
yeah.
right now. He's like, no way, I'm eating this donut.
He should have to do steroids on the camera.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, I saw a clip, and it seemed like he was pretty shook, like, on their podcast.
Oh, he was because they
Yeah.
were clowning him
Yeah.
very hard. And he literally just kept stopping the whole thing. And he's like, all right, guys, I get it. I know why I'm here. Like, they were ripping.
Yeah, they
It was
were.
great.
They were ripping.
And
it.
in the beginning, like, they were pulling that card where they're like, these people are slandering you. There's no way you're on steroids. And they kept doing that in the beginning. And then when they got him to say he was on steroids, they all just flipped out. They're like, no way. I don't believe it. And I kind of felt bad for him because they were ripping him pretty bad, but he deserves it.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I don't, because I love Andrew Schultz. He's really funny. But I could see how, like, that, like, they're very, like, passive aggressively, like, making fun of him the
Right.
entire time. Even when they're, like, acting like, oh, you're being slandered, they're literally just, like, passive aggressively, like, making fun of him. And I don't, it just annoys me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was getting the second hand like
yeah, second
Yeah,
hand,
that's
Can
the
I,
like,
can
worst.
I say something that I don't want to like offend you guys since you like what's his name, Andrew Schultz. I don't
Yeah.
find his style of humor like funny in the slightest because that's what he always comes off to me as is like he's like
yeah, I know.
backhandedly like making fun of
Yeah,
people.
I
What-
do, like,
which like whatever. I'm not saying he's never said something that
yeah.
I found funny ever. I just like
His-
I know what
normally
you mean.
his brand or style of comedy isn't what I normally like gel with.
I will say his YouTube special is fucking hysterical. The
Yeah.
one we watched
He-
on Thanksgiving.
He really lets everybody have it. And like all races,
Yeah.
male, female, whatever you are, he rips into everybody. It's
Which I
great.
do appreciate. Like, there's a new wave of those guys like that are saying like fuck getting canceled and shit. They're just gonna
Yeah.
let the jokes fly, which I can appreciate that part. You know what I mean? Like,
For
they're
sure.
like, all right, we're not buying into this shtick where we can't say anything.
And it's wild too because a lot of the guys now are just putting them on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
because they're getting so much more of a reach on YouTube than they would like Netflix, HBO, anywhere, which
Yeah.
is crazy. Because in my head, I'm like, I know you make money off of YouTube, but if they can demonetize you, couldn't you be putting that up there and just make no money off of it? That's where I get confused.
Yeah, I guess you kind of like the ball is in YouTube's court
Yeah.
when you do that. But I don't know. There's got to be, I don't know. Who knows what goes on behind the scenes with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, because I'm just wondering if their thoughts are like, put it on YouTube, let everybody see it, then it helps their tour. Like when they
that's
tour.
probably what it is.
Yeah, that's probably is what it is.
It's like the same concept as like 10 years ago, like all the rappers that just blew up off of YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
YouTube
true.
and like Dat Piff. You
R.I.P..
put it all up for free, and then you sell a massive amount of fucking tour tickets,
Dude,
concert tickets
I remember checking Dat Piff and Hot New Hip Hop every fucking day.
every day.
Dude,
Every day.
Yeah.
speaking of hot new hip hop,
There we go. Perfect.
this shit was crazy. So I don't even know if you guys know because my week has just been so busy that I haven't even like talked to anybody. I had a work thing in Florida this week. So I was in Orlando from Monday to Wednesday.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
See,
No
like
clue.
it's just I've been so busy with shit, like I don't know. But anyway,
He's been getting recruited by the Bulldogs.
I'm a bulldog now.
That's all right.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was just like our national sales conference where everyone goes, and it's basically like a big rah, let's go team kind of thing, which it was a lot of fun. But one of our main brand, which is not big around here because we're kind of country-ish here, is Backwoods. Okay. So they threw like this big Backwoods like party, Backwoods themed thing at House of Blues in Disney Springs.
Yeah, cool.
I shit. First of all, I'm
Cool.
not even going to give anything away. When he told me the information he's about to tell you, I inwardly shit my
And
pants.
so we had during like the conference part of the day, which you can imagine, you're sitting in a big room and they're just telling new things that are going to happen the next year, yada yada yada. And they're like, the meeting's like closing up, and they're like talking about the event tonight and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, we invited some special guests to our Backwoods event tonight.
Crazy.
And it was Redman, Method Man, so the Wu-Tang guys, and then Ja Rule and Ashanti.
How wild
No
is
way.
that?
Yeah.
That's sick.
So it was just our people and them in this House of Blues, and they all they performed.
Wu-Tang?
Yeah, like they performed for like 3 hours, like a long
Jesus.
time.
JT just kept sending me videos. He's just in the front, like he just kept panning to all, and you just have like a bunch of old
Yeah.
people just like vibing out
Did
to
Ja
it.
Rule and Ashanti play their hits together?
Oh,
man,
it took
I'm
you straight back,
fucking
yeah,
jealous.
straight back
I'm
to
really
like.
jealous of that.
I told him, I
I
was like,
felt
you
like-
just made a core memory. Like
I
you
felt-
will
I
never
felt,
forget
I
that.
felt like I was in like a Fast and Furious movie, like
yeah.
one of the early ones,
Right, right.
early 2000. I felt like that's what was going on, so it was sick.
I don't think I know any Method Man
to
or
be honest,
Redman
I
songs.
didn't
but,
either,
But Ja Rule.
But I just know people like love Wu-Tang, like that. There's another guy, right? Like that's
Oh,
not
there's a
the.
bunch
there's
of
a
them.
bunch.
There's
So-
like 11
There's
of them.
30,
ODB,
36,
baby.
I think. to
Yeah.
start.
There's
Yeah,
how
but-
many?
I think 36.
It's funny. I said 11.
There's 36.
I think you're right though.
People?
I got it wrong on trivia, I'm pretty sure. Because
Oh.
their first album is like 36 chambers, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, there's a lot, but not
Oh,
all of them.
fuck.
Not
Okay,
all of them
well, those
were
two
like.
guys.
Not
Yeah.
all of them were like breakout.
Yeah, I got you.
famous.
So yeah, it was really cool.
Because
It
to
was
me,
sick.
Method Man and Redman, that's how high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like
Yeah, that was.
that's
a good one.
where obviously I knew they were
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, but when I think of them in that movie.
I think of them in that movie, and then I think I'm about to throw everyone back here. Remember the game on PS2, Def Jam Vendetta?
Yes.
Do you remember that game?
I don't.
Dude,
The fighting game.
Yeah, with Young
You could
G's,
be
all
you
of
could be
them.
like Ludacris,
What?
Method
Jeezy.
Man, Redman.
and you guys and
You never watched me
Yeah,
play
and
that?
you
Dude, it
fought,
was
you were
super
just, you just
pop-
fought each other.
Yeah, it was like in the style of like any of the old like WWE games back then, except like it was with all those rappers and
Wait.
people, and you were like street fighting.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
They can never do that now.
Oh,
probably.
dude, the game it's a very popular
It
game.
was
It
awesome.
blew up. I
Yeah.
mean, it was
It's like
very
celebrity
popular.
deathmatch. that old
Exactly.
show.
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
never do
Okay.
that shit now.
It was a lot of fun.
And I gotta tell you, Ashanti, she still got it.
Oh
yeah.
She's still got it.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she can still sing like an angel.
Yeah, and I was drinking Modelo's, like, so the Gringo Poppy was
Nice.
out.
Did you get to talk to any of them?
No, so they didn't walk around. But I mean, I'll show you. But have you been there, the House of Blues on Disney Springs? It's like
I've been outside of it.
It's just like a bar.
I've been in Disney Springs. I haven't been
So
inside.
we
the
were
House of
really
Blues.
close.
Yeah.
Like they were right here. Like it was cool. It was really cool.
Hell yeah.
Was
Yeah.
anyone smoking blunts?
Probably. I mean, they were handing them out, and it was cool because you can see like the progression of the times. Like a big company would never say like people use this to smoke
Yeah.
weed.
Right.
For sure.
But now, like during our meeting, like the guy was straight up like 20% of the people that buy these are just smoking them, and the 80% he said are unrolling them and putting a substance in there, like
Yeah.
as he said it in a joking way. So I thought that was cool how it's like
They
progressive.
can't be so nice.
Yeah, it's like,
think
come
of like,
on,
what,
like-
do either your companies or you do zigzags.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think of
Well, they
literally just sell the
Yeah.
wrap.
over the last year, like they've been more open to just like actively just saying what it's
Right,
for,
right.
which is cool.
Yeah, it's so that was cool. But yeah, they were handing them out and stuff at the thing, so it was cool.
That is so.
It's a cool
fun.
business to be a part of.
Yeah, like, yeah. After that, like meeting, I was like, that's cool, because like now the area I'm going to, like you can imagine, Atlanta, it's like Backwoods is huge.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
probably fucking massive.
yeah. So
It's got probably the biggest
Yeah.
territory for Backwoods.
yeah, definitely.
I'm just jealous of JT because we used to watch a show on MTV called Floribama Shore, and there's a guy on
Yeah.
there named Kirk, and he lives in Hotlanta, and he's got like vape shops.
He's
so
got
I'm sure
vape. So
JT
that
will
would be
have to
cool.
talk to him at some
Yeah,
point.
that would be cool if I run into him.
Oh yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Speaking of music, we didn't talk about Spotify Wrapped either. Does
Oh,
everyone have
oh,
Spotify?
good
did
one.
not.
Was anyone surprising or
Um,
bad?
Mine.
my top 5 were kind of what I just didn't think it would be. Like my top 5 were almost too. Like I was shocked that I actually listened to these top 5 the most. They're like very mainstream
What were
top
they?
5. Zach Bryan was number 1, which that didn't shock me.
Goat.
2 was Mike Stud.
Okay.
That shocked me this year too. He was number 2, and then it was Morgan Wallen, Kenny Chesney, and Riley Green. I'm like, I listened to them, but I'm shocked that they were my top 5. That was my top 5.
Yeah. What were yours?
Let me look. Mine didn't shock me at all. I took some screenshots
Yeah.
here. So
Mine didn't shock me.
I
mine
think
was par for the course.
number 1 didn't shock me. I was shocked that those 4 were still on the top. Honestly,
I'm just trying to remember who 5 was. I have 4 right here in my head, and I can't remember who the 5th one is.
The only thing that maybe shocked me was the order of mine.
Yeah.
But the five bands, I was like, oh, that makes total sense
Yeah.
because I'm like the type that when I'm about to go see a band live, I
Right.
get real
Yeah,
into
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I start listening to all their shit back again, and then after the concert, I'm like, oh, that concert was sick, and then I'm listening to them a lot.
For
So
sure.
like, almost all these bands are bands I saw live this year. Blink was 1, Third Eye Blind was 2, Foo Fighters was 3, 311 was 4, and Knuckle Puck was 5.
Knuckle
Solid
Puck
list.
So
time.
like all of them I've seen live the past year, and then the Blink 182 hype getting back together
That's
makes
gonna be,
sense why they're number 1.
That's gonna be crazy.
Well, Harry, who was yours?
Mine was a little surprising. I mean, 1 was Mac Miller and 2 was Zach Bryan, I think, which makes sense. And then 3 was Drake, I think just because I have like a workout playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember the order, but 4 and 5 was like Camp, which is like
No, yeah. I
Like,
remember
I
you posted it. Yeah.
I was a little surprised by that.
Who?
Camp. They're really good.
It's like a
Camp
chill
with 2 C's or
Oh,
2
okay.
A's.
acoustic kind of band.
Yeah.
And then Milky Chance was one of them too, which I like 2 of their songs a lot, but that
Who?
was surprising.
Milky
Never
Chance.
heard of them.
You ever heard the song "Stolen Dance"? Maybe
No,
not.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to listen to it
Yeah,
though.
it's a good
Oh,
song.
wait. How's it go? You want to sing it for
Yeah,
us?
can you sing it for us?
How many minutes did you guys have? Sorry, I'm opening it up
I don't know
now.
where to see. Where do I see that at?
I think it's the
That's
I
a
feel
good
like
song.
It
That's
is
a
a good
really
song.
I
good
feel like
song.
I've heard the beat before.
That's
It's-
on my.
it's
That's
the
on my.
fourth one.
That's on my beach playlist. That song.
Yeah.
Jake,
So
how
I
many
must have
minutes
just
do you
listened to
have?
that song
I
like a
don't know.
million
My
times.
phone is the camera.
it's the 4th section over.
One thing I do have to say though is since you said Mac Miller, this is the first time since I've had Spotify that Mac Miller didn't make my top 5 artists.
How does that make you feel?
I was a little sad by it, but it just makes sense because like obviously there's no new stuff coming out, and like I don't want to say he's like one of my favorite artists ever.
Sure.
It's just like my tastes nowadays are leaning more towards rock stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm just haven't been listening to a lot of hip hop at all.
Yeah.
Really. And but if I can guarantee you, if Mac Miller was still alive and he was still releasing new albums, or even if another posthumous album came out, he'd be in there.
I'll go on like couple day Mac Miller benders, but I honestly don't listen to him because I just get sad. I get bummed that he's
so do
gone.
I have he has songs that made my top 100 list.
Yeah.
You know when they
Yeah.
give you that playlist.
I love that playlist.
Yeah, that's the best.
Because as weird as it sounds, dude, it could mean subconsciously that you're just evolving. You're trying.
I think that's a lot to do with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like you and like I think part of it too is like kind of just moving on.
Yeah.
Don't want to say that. I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, oh, I'm done with Mac Miller. It's
Life
just,
goes on.
It's just kind of like it's a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fucking Mac Miller tattoo, so I'm never gonna forget it
sure.
about him.
You make a good point about rock though. It's kind of cool. That's what I feel like too. Like more folk-ish rock, but also like country. I feel like I listen to that a ton more than ever before.
It is-
It's a more mature music. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the older you get,
Yeah.
like I was always my favorite stuff growing up was like 90s rock. I didn't start getting it heavily into rap until like high school and then into college. So it makes sense that I'm transitioning back and listening to that more. Because like let's be real, I don't need every day to be like rolling up to work with a song that's just talking about like, you know, just
Mhm.
wild ass shit.
Amen,
Yeah.
dude.
It's not the headspace I'm in.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
it makes total sense.
I forgot because it's been like literally a year, I think. I pre-ordered the Lumineers, came out with like this 10th anniversary album or whatever, and it just came in today.
Oh,
I
nice.
literally ordered it probably close to a years ago.
I love the Lumineers.
Dude, they are so
They're
like I
so
was
good.
shocked they weren't one in my top 5.
Yeah.
I
Me-
listened
me
to them
too,
so
honestly,
I listened to
yeah.
them so much.
They're a solid background music.
They
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I don't mean that in a
I know what you mean
disrespectful
though. Like they're just good to put
yeah,
on.
whenever I like clean or I don't know,
Yeah.
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of lame, I put on like that
Yeah.
folk kind of music.
Yeah, stuff like that. I fucks with it.
Agreed.
How
Not
many minutes were you at, JT?
49,000.
Wow.
I'm in my car a lot.
Yeah,
though.
that's true. You guys are, yeah. Wow. I was
Uh,
only at 11,000.
49,000. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I wonder. Like I just wondered.
minutes.
Yeah. One of my top 5 songs was "Moon" by Kanye West, which is 100% a fact. I listen to that song so much.
I think I had a Jimmy Buffett song or two, which is weird because
If
I
you're-
listened to it for one
One
week. And that's
dude,
it.
that's
Yeah.
sometimes that's all it takes. Like when they're trying to pull 100, your top 100
Yeah.
songs. I have a couple of my top 100. I was like, I don't even remember listening to that.
Dude,
like,
it was
this year.
wild. So we get like a podcast wrapped, like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the Anchor.
I didn't get, but last year I got a whole podcast wrapped section in my own. It didn't give me that this year.
No. Sorry, I mean like the juice box.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I know what you
Yeah.
meant. I'm just saying, like, personally, it didn't give me a podcast section this year.
I didn't get that either until I opened it up this morning and I randomly got a notification out of the clouds and it was like, you're the a top 10 listener of the Joe Rogan Experience. And in my head, I'm thinking like, I thought there used to be a Wrapped, but then I just forgot about it. So yeah. I didn't
There
get one
did.
either.
Yeah, I don't.
But in ours, dude, we created over like, I think it was 57,000 minutes of content and we're like in the top like 9, like it says we've put more minutes out than like 99% of podcasts in our
Oh, that's cool.
in our
That's sick.
thing. So I thought that was pretty dope.
That's really
That
cool.
is. That's
But-
legit.
But yeah, so I'm trying to. I mean, mine is number 1 was MGK, 2 John Harvey, 3
Black Bear's got to be in there.
3 Mike, and then Black Bear's on there, and I can't remember who the 5th one is. I just can't. I'm trying so hard.
Avril Lavigne.
No, not Avril. Wait, hold on. I have Spotify on here. I'll try to find it.
Yeah, find it, dude. Jeez.
I had an Oliver Tree song make my top 5 songs. You guys should listen to him a little bit. He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I do
I'll
here
check
and
it out.
there.
He I got into him like fuck, it's been like 3 years ago.
Swaco.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think me and Brady kind of got into him, and then I just stopped listening to him. And then he released a new album last year, and he kept calling it a country album. I was like, I'm not going to listen to that. And then in Hawaii, when I was in Hawaii, I had all this like downtime and stuff, like just chilling and on the beach and stuff. I put on that new album. It was so good. It was just chill. Like it wasn't fucking like
Was it like
hardcore
yeah.
country western. Like it was like a fusion of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of really good stuff on it. And he kept saying the word darling on the album, which I really fuck with that word.
Dude, start saying it.
Calling females darling.
Start saying it.
I do. I have been.
Put it in the old Vogue.
I like it. I like it a lot.
He just looks like such a weird
Dude,
individual.
his whole persona is weird as
Yeah.
fuck.
Let me pull him up.
But he's talented.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
He was a Class A guest on Impulsive. Very funny.
Was he
Oh,
on an episode of
Cowboy
Impulse?
Tears.
Very
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. He
I'm about to jam out to
You
this.
should.
yeah.
I'll give you a couple what I think are the top ones on there.
Why did I hear his name and automatically think he'd have fire album covers?
I don't know.
Huh?
Must
He
have been a
does.
hunch. Must have been a
He's
fucking
hilarious
hunch.
too. Like if you go to his YouTube channel, he's got a lot of like skit type videos too. Like where he's just he's just fucking funny.
Yeah, he was very funny on Impulse.
I missed the skit videos on YouTube.
Yeah, right?
That was a cool
Yeah.
period of
Good
time.
era.
I wonder. We need to figure out if those even exist anymore. Well, I guess. Are you talking about like unknown people making skits or like famous?
I guess
people?
both. Like the
Because-
Central. Were you in any of them back in the day?
I was in a
Like
couple.
the Super Scissors one. You
I
were in
wasn't-
the.
I wasn't
You
in
were in the
Super
Guitar
Scissors.
Hero
I was in
one.
Guitar
yeah.
Hero, yeah. And I was in wow, you're taking me back now. I was in another one we made, and everyone fucking loved it. Even like I remember a couple teachers saw the video and like was like praising our editing skills on it. We made it was called Hide and Seek, where like we made this video where we kept stopping the cut or stopping the film, and you'd freeze, and we'd move someone out of the frame and then start it back up again, so it gave the illusion that someone was just disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to make those videos with like Jordan West and Johnny Balancic and Trey Zambito and people, and for whatever reason,
What a fucking crew,
right?
dude.
we had that hide and seek video out for I don't know, like 2 weeks, and then West took it down. He just decided he I don't know, he didn't like the feedback it was getting or something, but like I was receiving all this praise. But yeah, the Super Scissors video they made, dude, that video to this day is hilarious.
See, it's what I've never
Dude,
seen any of these.
Really?
You never seen any of the?
No.
Only
I used
one
to
I've
watch
seen
them in
was the
grade
chicken
school.
nugget one. Didn't-
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
hate
but
the
that's
chicken
not,
nuggets.
that's not a skit one.
Yeah, like truly, I don't ever remember watching that.
That's
Did, like,
on.
the
That
dancing
one's
one
on.
at Central. That one was
The
funny.
dancing one, you can still find that. That's on YouTube. I don't.
Who
think
was
Victor?
uploading
I think
them?
Victor Greco made that one.
Was everybody different?
Westy had his own YouTube channel called like Shotzi23, I think it was.
Gotcha.
So he's got a lot of skit videos on that channel. It still exists, but you're like people from Central all made different ones
Yeah.
because there was that class at Central. You remember
No,
the
I feel so
there
left
was
out.
there was a video
Yeah,
class
there
at
was.
Central.
Okay, all right, I remember that.
So
yeah.
like people would make videos and put them on YouTube back then.
Dang, what was that class called?
Do you remember the one of Davon Gordon like going around and it was like people's rides of
Oh,
Central?
yeah.
Dude,
Freshest rides at
that one's-
Central.
Yeah,
That was
freshest
funny.
rides
Dude,
of Central.
I feel like I missed the whole.
You've never seen
I was
any?
like-
I've never seen any.
I was
of
in like
these.
5th grade, I think.
I'm not even lying. Like none of these like are ringing any bells, and I'm so bummed.
You have to watch them afterward. They're
have to.
funny.
Yeah, I'll watch them. I've
Dude,
never seen any. of them.
The freshest rides of Central one's pretty fucking funny, dude. Rob Bonenberger's in it, and Davon Gordon's like the host of it or whatever. It's pretty funny.
Dude, that fuck yeah.
I'm
wow.
gonna have to dive into these.
Yeah, excuse me. I was probably getting puss.
Hey, I'm I'm surprised. I don't feel like no one from your class made any videos.
I feel like because my class had no idea these were happening.
I feel like it died with my class.
I feel like literally my class woke up and I guarantee, I guess I can't guarantee, but I would assume most people have no idea what you guys are talking
Dude,
about.
there's some fucking stupid. There's so many. There's like Dan Gordon and Zach Foose made one that's like it's like a quote unquote music video they made to the
Yeah, I've
that
seen
old
that
Lil
one.
Wayne song,
I've seen that one.
the Gorilla song.
Have you
Yeah,
seen 'em?
I've seen. I was gonna say I remember one with Dan Gordon and with like music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like they made a music video to a Lil Wayne song.
The only video I remember Dan Gordon in is the I'm Schmacked video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
You don't
is
remember-
Which
you
is
don't-
an all timer.
It's an all.
You don't remember Davon's highlight tape from his senior year?
Oh, I
Like
do. remember
halfway
that.
through it, Dan Gordon just fucking
Crushes
lights
somebody.
this dude up.
Dude, shout out Dave Vaughn. He's coach. Is it Pitts?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Is it Pitt?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Pitt's
Oh.
strength and conditioning coach. Shout him out. He was
Shout
always
out.
such a nice
God,
dude.
I didn't know that.
He
Yeah,
was.
dude, I always really liked
Love
Davon.
him,
So did
liked him
I.
a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah.
dude.
He coached
Haven't
us in
seen him in a
football for
while.
1 year, my senior year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he coach after that? Coach the next year?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I
he
can't
was
remember.
cool. He was always cool.
Yeah, I always loved Dave Vaughn. Big
Yeah,
fan.
He's a good dude. It's been a minute since I've seen him.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it was Pitt because
Yeah, it
regardless,
definitely is.
whatever team it is, he got TV time and he looked fucking
Yeah.
shredded, dude.
Yeah.
He was big the last time. I think I saw him at the Alpha like 3-4 years ago, something
Rest
like
in
that.
peace as well.
Yeah. R.I.P. the OG Alpha.
Me and Jake,
Yeah, we got drunk at the
Yeah.
Alpha on Saturday.
we,
Yeah.
my,
It was
aunt,
wild.
my aunt and uncle texted us and said, "Hey, we're going to the Alpha to watch some football. If you guys want to come," and we were like, "All right, we'll come." We
We're there
sat
for
there, got
4
pretty,
hours.
sat there and got. I drank a bunch of
That's
blue.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hey, good transition into Harry Slider's blog.
Oh, thank you.
The number one, I agree with.
I
like the
appreciate
mid-
it.
the
I thought I
midday-
would get trashed on.
No, like the midday bar beer. That was it, right?
Yeah.
That it is such a good beer. Like
I'm
I
a
love
huge
that.
fan.
During the day, you go to a bar and drink beer.
I feel that.
I in a weird way, I miss being unemployed, going to Wakeham's at like in the middle of the day, and just I would sit there and drink for 6 hours and pay for like 3 beers, and it's just a bunch of old men talking
What?
about old times.
You can't fight fraud at Wakeham's?
I guess
can't
you could.
multitask?
I
I
could.
Set up
guess
an
you
office
could.
in the back.
Yeah.
dude.
I guess you. Yeah.
That's a conversation I might have
Remote.
to have with Freddie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Be
just
like,
hey.
my power's out. I had to go down to the local watering hole to do my
Call me,
job.
oh, that's Bubba. He does fraud in the back.
It's like, where's the bathroom? Well, 2 doors down. You go in the first door. That's just Bubba. He's
Yeah,
fighting
he-
fraud. one more.
The greatest fraud in our generation, fighter.
That is my goal, to have like an office in a bar at some
Be
point.
fire.
That
Or
would
a
be
little
sick.
apartment.
You want to own your own bar?
See, that's every man's young man's dream, but I don't know if I could do it. I would like to, but
I think
it'd
you
be
could do
tough.
it. We could all do it
Yeah,
together.
agree. It could be. It definitely can be done.
I would love to eventually own or be a part of a small, intimate bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because that would be sick, dude. You would just have every
And
gathering there. Like,
Who was I talking to? Was it you? I was talking to somebody, just like a little small legit bar, like not even like the whole scene. You know what I mean? Where
Right.
it like gets like crazy. Obviously, we
With
want
problems,
to.
yeah.
Obviously, we want a crowd sometimes.
For
you know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
But
sure.
like, it doesn't need to get insane. Small bar, like local bar atmosphere that just serves up brick oven pizzas.
Yeah.
You got this like brick
Oh,
pizza oven
yeah.
in the background. You're serving beer, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I love
Beer,
it.
that's actually not a bad idea,
beer,
truthfully.
And you know what
and
else?
pizza.
I-
And I probably shouldn't have said that on
I-
here.
Any of you rich motherfuckers listening, if you steal our fucking idea,
Somebody will.
I'm going to come for that ass.
Somebody will.
Oh, and I really don't hate the idea of like the little the little clubs around here where it's like subscription based, like you got to pay $1 a month or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't hate that. I don't hate
that
Have
either.
like a
you know how
monthly drawing.
cheap it is to drink at those places? Like, yes,
Yeah.
you
Like
pay,
it's
you, pay a-
$1.25.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you pay a membership fee, like whatever.
Because
but like
one-
you go there,
Yeah.
the beers are literally like
Yeah.
$1.25. They'd give away like pounds of like meat,
Yeah.
all this crazy
and,
stuff.
And it'll be clear, like the ones paying the $20 a year, whatever it is, clearly want to be there. So it's like
Right.
a good group of people who are supporting the business, and then it's just your people that come watch
which is sad 'cause
sports and drink beer. And
Those
eat
are
food.
all like dying with our generation. I feel like we should just all get a membership somewhere.
Yeah.
And just start going.
Cave
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
Anyone know any? I know a couple people.
Yeah, probably.
A couple Cave Club members.
I don't know if that's the one. I don't know if I've ever been inside of there.
That's the only one I've been. Or
Really?
well, I've been in.
Been in the Snakes, been in the Eagles.
I've been in.
What is it? The Peps?
I've been in the PAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Crow
Crow
But
Club.
you
I've been
don't
there
have to be
once.
Polish to be a PAP member.
Yeah, weren't we at one point going to join the
Yeah,
PAP?
because mom and dad were going for a little bit, and they had a blast every
Yeah.
time they
My
went.
parents are members.
Yeah.
But I think that's my dream. Like I've always said, if I like could do it, like if I ever won the lottery or whatever, like I would love to be a small town, little old dive bar, like owner / bartender.
Oh, dude, please tell me the name's just going to be Bubba's.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it has to be.
I mean, it has to be,
I
right?
love that.
It
It
Honestly,
has to be.
yeah, I can see that for sure.
Hitting up your friends, where you at? I'm at Bubba's.
Bubba's.
We should start a club.
That's
let's
what
do
I
it.
I like the little
Remember,
club.
we had to do that when we went out to eat in one place in Avon. Remember, we were gonna go eat, and this lady's like, "Oh, sorry, this is a members only place," and we were like,
You're like, where do you sign up?
"Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, well, how much is it?" And she goes, $1 for life. We were like, okay. So we all just signed up. You don't remember this? It
was
was
it
by
the-
Burger.
Was it the Christmas trip?
Dude, wait, you weren't there.
Yeah,
it was
jeez.
just me. My bad.
It was just me.
It was-
So Jake joined a lifetime membership at a fucking beach bar and didn't
And
tell
never
me.
been back.
I've never been back. Never been back. But yeah, no, that'd be fun to
I
do.
think it would be cool.
I think it'd be sweet.
I agree.
I like the idea of a club.
Pretty sure we could get easy, fucking like 30 members off the rip.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like I kind of feel like I'm in free agency right now because I really haven't had that quote unquote watering hole consistency that I love to go to.
Yeah.
No, I don't have one anymore.
Yeah,
don't.
I,
really
I
don't.
haven't had. I guess you could say pickles was mine because it was the best. Like this one I'm gonna miss, and I'll find my spot down there. But I'd say the past year or 2 years, I'd go in and I'd sit at the bar, and Caitlin, I'd usually go during the day.
Yeah.
Right.
She's the best. Like
Yeah.
no free ads, but free ad. I'd sit down and she would be like, 12 hot honey garlic, and I'd be like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I just think that's so cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
They just know what you want, like, and they just know that you drink Miller Lite, and then
Yeah.
that's just fun.
I
It
do
is-
love that.
I agree.
I still
Yeah.
get that treatment at the hole with beers.
Yeah.
They know
See, it's
what
crazy
beer I drink.
because I've been going to the hole with like you guys for years, and I never got that like connection with people.
Oh, dude.
But all of you got like you, like Brett, and like everyone like knows the bartender. For some reason, I never got it. I don't know.
Dude,
I just
literally
never became like
every
friends.
time I go up there, they're like, seltzer guy. I'm like, yep.
Well, okay, I got to take that back. I'm just shouting the shout outs right now. But
Dude,
that's
who
okay.
fucking cares?
But
we can do what we
Chandler,
want.
I love Chandler
Yeah, yeah.
because every time
Chandler,
I go,
man.
and he's like, "Oh, JT,"
Dude, he's the
and, like,
man.
gives me a hug. But like, what am I talking about? Fucking Chandler's.
Yeah,
right.
I
shut
think I
up.
got on that status there because of Brooke, to be honest. Brooke has been a big fucking regular at the hole for
An
fucking
eternity.
a long time
Dude,
now.
they were going to the hole when we were
Going to Jen's.
still in our Jen's phase.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Bubba,
was
the Jen's
wait,
phase.
when did the shift happen?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Huh?
I could tell you when
When
it
did
happened for
Because
me.
it
can
was
tell you what
quick
happened for
and
me.
then it was over. Yeah.
It was about at the age of 27, I think.
Was that 2019? That would be for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think around
Probably the same
2019
time.
when we started pounding seltzers, when seltzers started
When
becoming
the
Yeah.
seltzer craze
Dude,
hit.
it was I mean, I know when it was. It was shortly after Jacko.
Yeah,
died.
it was. I didn't want to say that, but it was.
Because I remember like
I don't
yeah.
know, but I don't know why.
what it was. I remember trying
Yeah.
to go to Jen's after that.
Well, there was more to it than that. We started. Well, there was rumblings because we were still going to, when you lived up
Springdale.
we still were going to Jen's
For sure.
because we'd meet up at your house. We'd all go to Jen's, but we started to get annoyed about how like you were starting to like not feel comfortable in Jen's. Remember, we'd bitch about that all the time because
the pipliners. The out of town.
So eventually,
who ruined
we
it
just
for
had
everybody.
enough of it, dude.
Yeah,
That is right.
That's really
That's really the shift.
It was a mixture of things,
And,
but
yeah.
and it was all happening
yeah,
at that same
yeah,
time.
Same time frame.
Yeah, no, that is true. There, I mean, again, I haven't been there in a while, but yeah, there was a phase. Like every time you went, somebody was trying to fight you. Every time.
I remember the line that was crossed for me was some dude got in my brother's face at the bar.
I think I remember that.
And
kinda.
if you know my brother, he's like the most innocent kid ever. He would never start a conflict with anybody. And it made it fired me up on some kind of level.
Yeah, no, I
was
feel
like,
it.
fuck this shit. I don't want to be around these fucking people ever again.
There's a instance that I remember, which it's nothing compared to that. But there was one time when we were all walking in. I think we went a little earlier on a Saturday, and LSU was on, so the bar was just full of LSU pipeliners, and like we just walked in, and the guy was just like they were drunk already and said something like whoever the game was, they basically tricked us into saying that we were rooting against LSU because nobody was really paying attention to them. And then they got pissed when we said that. And I just remember literally,
Yeah.
Dude, they would always do that shit. They would like instigate
it
something.
hard. And
then
I just remember looking at the dude and just being like, dude, or I said something dick-headed-ish, but it worked. And then that was it. Like just being like, I honestly I can't even remember, truthfully. But I know it was an instance like that, and I was just like said something, and then
You said step off, bitch.
yeah, I was like, I was like, man, you better get out of my face, dude.
You said, I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I'm here.
I'm here. On a positive spin zone here about Jen's, I just wasn't thinking. So last Saturday morning, I was in the mood for some breakfast food, but like I wanted for some reason, when you just want to go get something,
For sure.
like you don't want to just make food at home. So I was like, I'll go get
Every
that's
Saturday and
me.
Sunday for me, for
Honestly, yeah,
sure.
that's me a lot. But Angie likes to cook, but we were like, let's just go get something. So I was like, yeah, okay. I'll go pick it up and I'll bring it home. So I went to Jen's Saturday morning. You know what Saturday morning was?
Yeah.
The soccer game.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got there and it was
America.
it was slammed.
Seriously.
Slammed. And this is like 10:30 in the morning. 10:30 in the morning.
Which it's so crazy because I
sat there.
was gonna go.
My food, because it was busy. So she was like, it's going to be a while. I was like, it's all right. I'll sit here and watch the game. So I sat in the front, like the front side of the bar, had a coffee. I was kicking back. All these drunk people were around me, behind me, doing USA chants. People were ripped up, and I just was sitting there just enjoying it. But it was sick. I was like, damn, like this is fire.
Were you there for the one goal we scored?
I was there. Yes.
Did people just go nuts?
Yes. When they started the and that's when everyone started the USA chant.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking sick.
That's good to hear. I think I've said I was there on Thanksgiving Eve, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was like a very nice
Was it
throwback.
packed?
It was very
Yeah.
packed.
No, dude, I like
But not like
Wow, dude.
not like
I
too
can't,
packed.
can't remember the last Thanksgiving. That used to be the spot for
Didn't you-
Thanksgiving Eve.
That's why I wanted to
Didn't
go
you
there.
come
I
out for
think
last year?
I think I've gone there
You
every
sick
year,
last year.
since I've turned 21.
Dude, I've been sick on Thanksgiving 2 years in a row.
I haven't.
If you could believe that
Who's
shit.
with?
2 years in a row. And then 3 years ago, we went to. I ended up at Jen's, but I went to a Nailers game, and then to Jen's.
Yeah. Well, dude,
Believe it or not, it's been like literally. It's been like for me probably
No, I'm sorry. Go continue.
4 or 5 years that I've gone on haven't gone
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving Eve.
I was wrong on my timeline. I forgot COVID. So I was sick
Yeah.
this year and last year,
Oh.
and then the year before that was COVID.
Right.
So it's been 4 years, and that 4 years ago I went to a Nailers game and then ended up at Jen's for Thanksgiving Eve.
Dude, what was the year that we went to River City and all wore dress shirts and ties?
But we still ended up at Jen's.
Which is always a funny.
For sure.
Funny
Yeah.
Was that
gag.
Thanksgiving Eve?
Oh,
New
yeah,
Year's
that
Eve.
would have been New Year's Eve.
I was
I'm
gonna
so
say
dumb,
that
dude.
was New Year's.
So stupid. But oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I honestly I do miss going to Jen's. And again, it wasn't Jen's fault. It was just the people that
yeah,
were in
yeah,
there.
it's not
it was
Jen's.
the
It's
Like
circumstance,
it's nothing that they
No,
can
yeah.
control.
Yeah.
So now
It's
that
just the way the cookie crumbled,
it's just
man.
the fucking way it
It's
was.
just-
Yeah.
But I don't know. It would be fun to eventually randomly try to fucking go out on a random evening. I'm
Well,
just so lazy.
That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, thank
Or
you.
not, it doesn't even have to be an evening.
Just go out tomorrow night.
I agree.
Hey,
See you there.
big UFC fights. Let's go watch them. Maybe you'll see.
But I've been loving watching the soccer or the football.
I agree.
Yeah,
The
we watched
football.
game. Games are great today.
Dude.
There was a bench clearing brawl in,
Awesome.
That is
football.
Jake showed me that.
Seriously?
Awesome stuff.
What
And it was a
teams?
lot better than the baseball bench clearing brawls.
What-
They actually
who-
like
who's
hit each other.
playing?
Argentina, Netherlands.
Oh,
It was awesome.
Well, Bubba,
Oh.
I'm sure you watched this in real time. Messi's freaking penalty
Yeah,
shot
it
or
was
whatever the fuck.
Sweet. Yeah.
That was the most badass thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen. He just like he
I
like
love when they do that. They just barely
he like
touch it.
jogged up to the ball. Like he didn't try to. He just and he must have just faked the guy out with his eyes because he literally just doinked it right in.
Yeah, I don't know
like-
because I like. Obviously, I'm not
sick.
good at soccer, but I would try to do that, and the goalie would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
and, then-
right.
and like laugh at me, and then walk over and stop the ball. But it was just sick.
It was.
I gotta say, like, we really had that game against the Netherlands in our hands. If we would have scored that in that,
Yeah,
that
right.
first minute,
He should have scored.
jumped up 1-0, and then it was what was his name? Number 19 when he had like that breakaway thing. He didn't shoot it in time, and it
Yeah.
went over like. Damn.
It was so nice to be pumped about an international event
I agree.
for like a week. That was
Yeah,
so cool.
I think the U.S. is trending in the right. I'm not
Yeah,
a huge
right.
soccer guy. I think they're trending in the right direction with soccer. But everything I keep hearing and reading is that they just lack a true like force at the striker position, which I don't even know what that means. So, but that's what I was reading.
Well,
so.
they're all just so young, and I think that puts the pressure on them next time because it's here.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, you know where one of the hot spots is, because when it's in America, the games are kind of
spread out.
Yeah, all spread out.
Is one of them Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
Like,
That'd be
so what
awesome.
if, like, I said, I was talking to Michael about this. I was like, he's like, oh, I hope the USA plays there. And I'm like, it'll happen. Like, the universe will make it happen.
I was talking about this the other day, how crazy it is, like the difference. Like you have it now, like Qatar got the bid to have it, and then they went and built
It's crazy.
stadiums from the ground up
That's
to be
wild.
able to host it,
It's crazy.
hoping to get the revenue back from the games once they happen. Whereas like the U.S. is like, dude, we have an abundance of stadiums.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we'll sell beer and get
Yeah,
the fucking
and we'll
money
sell
back.
alcohol.
Which that was a weird.
It's
'cause
all fucked up.
that was a last minute thing, and then did you see Budweiser said they're
Yeah.
going to donate it to the country that wins,
yeah.
which is wild. All the beer that they were supposed to get, they're just going to give to the team.
That's
Oh,
sick.
that's sick.
I know.
What
it's
about-
That's a
fucking
hell of
awesome.
a, like, after party
Yeah.
celebration.
What about fucking Ronaldo signing his deal? Did you see that?
$200 million a
A
year
year.
That's
I think
ridiculous.
it's
That-
260.
I didn't know.
260 million a
260
year.
For 2
Jesus
years?
Christ.
for 2 years.
That's
in Saudi Arabia.
That's
Their,
ridiculous.
their league isn't a good league.
I don't know. I don't know. But
That-
anything's
yeah.
good for 260
Oh, that's
But
what I
like
mean.
that is
260.
just
And I was reading that he might be able to avoid if he does the
Taxes?
right thing. Yeah, he can avoid
there.
paying taxes and actually pocket 260 million a year. He's already worth a stupid amount of money, isn't
how
he?
old is he? Like 30 something.
36, I
Yeah,
think,
he's-
and
yeah,
he has the
Retire.
most. He has
Yeah.
the most
In 2
followers on
years.
Instagram.
Just retire.
I don't-
What more do
I
you
like-
have to do?
You got to think when this contract's up, he will end up in the MLS finally.
oh yeah, dude.
If you don't end your career in the U.S., you're stupid.
He has more Instagram followers than the population of the United States.
That is the
That's
craziest
wild.
stat.
He has over 500 million followers.
That's
now.
scary. We talked about this, I think,
Yeah,
but
we talked about it at the farm.
he has 1/16 of the world population.
Could you imagine like
In
posting
followers.
something that many people see?
It's crazy to me.
You know what's also crazy now that I'm thinking more on this? You have a follower count like that, but how many of the followers
Yeah.
are bots?
Or
100%.
And then,
yeah,
and then
are
how many of
active?
the followers are dead?
Ooh.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if I had that many followers, I would be tempted to start my own country.
I would like to see. I would like to see numbers
That's a lot
on
of reach.
how many active Instagram accounts exist. It's got to probably like double the world's population. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to be something insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like 500 million followers is like you could start like a accidental
start
war.
a war.
Yeah, or change stocks
Literally,
or all
like,
kinds
you
of
could-
shit.
yeah.
You could do what Musk did.
Yeah.
And influence.
If
pricing.
if
That's what I would
Ronaldo
do. I would start a country.
if Ronaldo just Instagram like buy Shiba Inu,
Yeah, exactly.
it would explode.
It would
that's-
explode. And I hope he does
Which
that.
I thought was
Yeah,
like
'Cause
illegal.
I have like 3 million Shiba
Yeah.
Inu.
but I guess crypto is different than stocks.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
even
and insider
I
trading.
even think it would still work with a stock. Like everyone
Probably.
buy.
No, it would definitely work. But
Yeah.
yeah.
it would just cause fucking mayhem again. Fucking Robinhood would shut down their trading
Yeah, that's
and all
bullshit,
that
dude.
shit.
That's bull. And you want to know? Well, first of all, let's guess how many accounts do you think are active?
There's an actual statistic on this.
Of his followers?
No.
Oh.
How many Instagram accounts are active?
How many
right
are
now?
there total? Do you
Yeah,
have that
total.
number?
There's 8 billion people in the world. You got to account for partial parts of the world not being
2.3 billion.
Okay.
not being up
Probably
to
not
date.
even close.
I'm gonna say we're at like 10 billion.
Okay, so
Okay.
I was gonna go higher because one, people make burners.
Yep.
People have multiple accounts.
Yep.
And so we're just
I'm
saying
gonna be terribly low.
we're just having active accounts, right? You said right.
Yeah.
Active accounts.
How many active Instagram accounts exist?
Oh man. 10 billion is such a good guess. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to say on average 1 for every fucking person in the world because I know people have like probably 10. So I'm going to just say 8 billion.
2 billion.
What?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Good guess.
Wow.
Bubba.
2 billion.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how you guessed that.
Wow.
really
I
good
would have
guess.
probably said
I guess
like
we
20
highly
billion.
underestimate the amount of people. You got to factor in
In like third world countries.
third world
and shit.
countries, and then like how many people that are probably like 60 and older that don't have social media at
Yeah.
all.
Oh yeah. I just would have figured with all like the techie nerds that have multiple
20
accounts.
accounts.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was thinking.
Shit, I had like 3 at one point. So
How many active YouTube accounts do you think there are?
I don't even know. I don't-
YouTube's been around longer.
Yeah,
than,
I don't even know what to guess on
than
that.
Instagram.
I'd say definitely less than Instagram. 100% less. I'd say.
Just pick a number.
I'm gonna say 1 billion.
All right.
I was gonna say 1.
All right.
1.7 billion.
2.3.
Oh,
That's what I said.
That's
The
a
fuck?
2.3. Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy.
Damn.
Dude, how do we even get on that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Trying to think.
Do you guys hate anything this week?
We segue so hard on this.
I
pod.
know. I'm trying to think. Let me think.
I don't. Well, I can think. I have some couple things that are back.
No, I.
We can do that first.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Mine are pretty good. Czar's not gonna like one of them. Marvel's back.
Marvel's back.
I just feel like they're taking a step in the right direction with Ant-Man and Guardians, and they said they're gonna like slow production down to make it higher quality. So Marvel's back. 2, The Climb is back. for WVU football.
my
Is that the one I'm
God.
not going to
Yes.
Oh, no.
I disagree.
The climb
know
is
about that.
so bad
Why?
because Neil Brown's back. He's taking us. We're gonna have a winning season next year. The climb is back.
Dude, if we could have if we could have a successful season under Neil Brown, I'd love the guy.
I'm just so pissed because
It's
you're
just-
clowning so
No,
hard
I'm
right
not.
now, dude.
It's just-
You're clowning so hard.
No,
and
I'm
you're trying
not.
to
I will
act
Because
say
he's
I-
a Georgia fan now. He doesn't give a
yeah,
shit.
he's
Yeah, he
like,
don't
go
give a
dogs.
No, that's not true.
I will say
I'll root for the dogs, but yeah, I'm always a Mountaineer at heart.
I do like the vibes the new AD's giving off.
I
love
like
the
him
new
too.
AD.
Yeah. So
Love him.
I like him. So Neil,
just
Neil
think-
Brown. I don't dislike Neil Brown. That's the thing. Like I
I
want
just want to win.
I want to win.
yeah, I don't dislike
I
Neil
want
Brown
him
either.
to perform better.
I just
Yeah.
think
So
he's back.
Okay.
Quote it,
quoted.
bookmark it.
All right.
He back.
I got someone that's back.
Well, let's hear it.
Billy McFarland.
Billy McFarland.
Do you know who Billy McFarland
I do
is?
not.
The guy who created Firefest. He's out of the clique.
Yeah, really?
Oh,
He's
shit.
doing podcast rings, and he's really one of the most awkward humans I've ever listened
yeah.
to talk in my life.
He really is.
Billy McFarland's back. Be ready for Firefest 2.
Sounds great.
No,
I'm gonna go probably.
That's the guy, the white-haired guy, right? You see on the internet. Is that who I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of the guy that sucked cock.
Yeah, that's
fervently.
what I
See,
was
that-
thinking.
that's who I thought.
the guy that went and gave the
I know
blowjob.
exactly who you're
at this
talking
point,
about,
I don't
pal.
give a fuck.
That's
No-
not the guy who read it. I always thought
No.
that was. See.
No.
At this point, I don't give a fuck. Total not back is Dalton Haas.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
back.
my God.
Not,
What'd
not
he do?
back.
What
He just got
He got
he got
indicted.
federally indicted
Yeah.
this week.
Jake. The headline was
Shit's weak.
the headline was greatest fraud in our generation.
Yeah.
What?
That
Yes.
was the headline.
All right, dude. If that's a headline, we can talk about it. What a
On
scumbag!
WTOV9.
What a scumbag!
Greatest fraud in our generation.
Yeah, there's no. We don't need to.
We don't need to.
We
hide
don't
it,
need
yeah.
to tread lightly anymore about it.
Yeah.
Shit is so weak. And I'm like,
Dude,
I'm
we should have
so
traded
happy.
Brittany Griner for him.
See, that segues well into my back and not back is a full swap. Back is WNBA player Brittany Griner. Not back is Victor, the Merchant of Death. Victor Bout, I'm assuming.
It's wildest nicknames, the Merchant of Death.
He's
Yeah.
going
Merchant
back to
of
Russia.
Death.
I don't know. Like I where I stand on this is like I don't think anybody anywhere on the planet should be arrested for weed possession.
Agreed.
So that's where I'm at on that. I don't necessarily agree with the trade details. Maybe we should have got a few more things back.
Biggest trade in history.
Yeah, we got housed in the
Yeah.
trade.
Russia definitely won that trade. But here's an interesting thought on this whole matter that I saw a lot of people bringing up, and I was like, wow, that makes total sense. So we as a country were willing to take those drastic steps to get a citizen out of prison busted for weed possession in another country. So
Right.
shouldn't that mean
Yes.
we should
100%.
release every single
Yes.
person in the United States in
100%
prison for
agree.
weed possession?
100%.
100%. I
100%
100% agree.
100%.
That's ass backwards.
It is
100% agree.
But here's why it won't happen, because we're founded on capitalist roots, and most prisons are privately funded. So,
and
there you
most prisons privately funded,
Huh.
and they have cheap labor, and that's why they'll never get rid of them.
go. Yep, there you go.
You
It's
know
all
what-
about the dollar.
It is all about
You
the
know what
dollar.
was the craziest thing of that whole situation? Crazier than anything, even, was that they made them walk right past each other.
Did they really?
You didn't see that
It
video?
was like an actual trade.
Yes.
That's
No,
awesome.
I
they,
did
they
not.
both had like people with them that are like escorting them, and they walked. They
So
walked.
Did
them-
they meet at a neutral site?
Well, they both, like, the airplanes are here and they stop, and the Victor is like shaking hands with the guys that are bringing Brittany Griner, and then she kind of steps in that and it cuts off, so you don't see.
What?
Wow.
You had a bug on you.
Thank you.
Did they dap each other
they,
up or
They might have
anything?
been. Yeah, they
Dude,
might have.
I mean, let's be real.
I
Let's
didn't
be
know
real.
all that.
All things aside, if you don't dap in that scenario, what are you doing? All things aside, if you're not walking by and you're just
Yeah.
like, ha, ha, we got, you know,
Yeah.
like regardless who it is, we're really missing out.
Wow, we live in wild
We
times.
dude,
Anyone have
it-
that on their bingo card?
Oh, dude, literally,
It is wild.
I was loving all of this, and I don't want to. I was laughing so at all of it because everyone's like, "Oh my god, we traded Brittany Griner. We're getting rid of this notorious bad arms dealer. And I literally said this on Hits and Picks. It's like, we literally are funding the Ukraine war right now with arms. We are the arms dealer.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I can't believe Russia's getting him back. And then they're like, there's a Marine over there. How are we leaving the Marine over there? Everybody just learned about this Marine yesterday.
Did you see? He's a scumbag.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's-
see,
yeah,
Yeah.
what I didn't even look up anything on that.
First of all, he was a Marine, but he was like dishonorably discharged for a bunch of crimes.
And nobody knew he was there.
No,
and
yeah.
everyone's like, we have a fucking veteran over there. How are you going to leave him over there
Yeah.
and get Brittany Griner back?
I just think we should have got a little bit more in exchange
Oh,
for
for
him.
sure.
Yeah.
For
like,
sure.
but-
Like a fair trade.
Probably more fair. But did you see? First of all, I didn't know this. There's a movie based on this guy,
Oh,
and Nicolas Cage plays that guy
What?
in the movie. I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that. And then two, I don't know where I found this pen, but it's great for me
Hell yeah,
like
welcome.
enunciate what I'm trying to say.
Is it a new Nicolas Cage movie?
I don't know how old it is. But when this guy was arrested, like initially, he was selling arms to people that were planning an attack against the United States. He was selling these people a stupid amount of arms. I couldn't even believe it. It was like 30,000 AK-47s, like over 500 million rounds of ammo, like 50 tons of explosives, an aircraft, and then there was one more thing on the list, but it was all supposed to be used to attack U.S. forces. I was like, how do you get to a place in life where you have the resources
yeah.
to sell this kind of
Well,
stuff?
I heard his name brought up with the Rwandan like genocide. Too,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
big
like,
in that.
super
Oh,
fucked
damn.
up.
It
I
is
mean, he's
very
obviously
fucked
a
up.
very bad.
He's a
guy.
horrible
Yeah.
guy. There's a reason why he was number one on the most wanted
Let's
list.
not act like we're not going to get him right back, though.
That's what I said. I was like, we're probably just playing the long con here.
Let's not pretend.
We're just gonna kidnap him right back,
Or shoot him in the face.
or kill him.
Like, let's not pretend that this guy's going to roam freely.
Well, they'll
Yeah.
probably
You know
just,
what I
they'll
mean?
probably
Like,
just
what?
drone strike his house.
But I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, he had like a little briefcase. Like he's probably like going right back to work. Yeah,
That's
he
what I
had
said.
like he had
You
important
know,
papers.
he's definitely going right back to
Oh,
work.
dude, Brady had a great tweet. He's like, dude, but he's going to have to deal with the new inflation rates and the
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah.
Very
And-
true.
And I was pissing
Yeah.
my pants laughing. But, dude, there literally
might
is a
just
movie,
retire.
1997. It's just called Merchant of Death.
What?
And it's
That's the
Nicolas
movie
Cage,
name. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, 97's older than I thought it
So
would
this
be.
dude's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, I think he's been like the biggest arms dealer.
He's been
for a
around
long
the block
time.
a couple
Honestly,
times.
I
I'm
just found it
surprised he's
funny.
not mentioned in that movie, War
Yeah.
Dogs.
War Dog. Yeah.
I just
War Dogs
find
is
it
a great
funny.
movie.
And I'll even repeat what I said on Hits and Picks. I hope Brittany Griner retires from the NBA. I hope the first time she's on camera, she's smoking a fat ass blunt.
Yeah.
And I hope she starts her own straight of weed called Mother Russia.
Mother
and it just
Russia.
makes billions
Or-
of dollars.
The Russian gas.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's the guy? Merchant of what?
Death.
That could be her weed strain.
That
Yeah,
would be tight.
that'd be
Merchant
yeah.
of Death.
Dude, did you guys see the preview for the new Cocaine
That's,
Bear
I was
movie?
gonna say that.
I've seen like little snippets. It looks pretty
Cocaine
good.
Bear.
Yeah.
True story. Back in the '80s, when they were just dropping cocaine from planes, like this is Wild Wild West of America. And this actually happened. A bear got a hold of a bunch of cocaine, was eating it and basically snorting it, and went on a killing rampage.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know. I thought it was like a fake. Like the bear's
mo-
alive.
The movie's like a comedy on
Satirical,
it. But that
yeah.
is actual true
wow.
story.
I didn't know it was a true story.
And this bear just goes off and
Just fucks
fucking
everything up.
That's terrifying.
fucks people up.
Truly terrifying.
Just on the topic of movies, the Super Mario movie looks fucking awesome.
It does
Yeah.
look awesome.
I think it
does.
looks
I'm excited.
so good.
I haven't seen the trailer for it.
Dude,
yet.
there's a couple. Look it up when we're done. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I do hate something. Are we
Yeah,
we
go
getting
ahead.
to that part?
Go ahead. By all means.
Yeah, you said yours.
Not yet, but
You
go ahead.
said you're back and not back.
Yes.
Anyone else have anything that's back or not back?
No, mine was just Billy McFarlane.
Okay. I hate.
I'm back.
Yeah, back.
Oh yeah, Big
Yeah.
Czar.
Big Czar's back.
Big Czar's back.
Dude, wait. Well, I guess not. I mean, this is where I get confused because something's back, but like it's something that shouldn't be back.
It could be
yeah.
up to your own
It's
interpretation.
your, I agree with
So
that.
I think
Yeah.
not back. The world's largest active volcano was erupting in Hawaii.
Yeah, how crazy is
Oh,
that?
Yeah, it hasn't happened in a long time. So I mean, it's back, but like I don't.
You don't want it to be
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got you.
Gotcha there.
I think it is just up for interpretation.
Yeah.
What you think is back versus not back.
But dude, situations like this always remind me that like truly, we're literally just lucky that a fucking asteroid doesn't
Yeah.
hit us
Yeah.
every
That's what I
day.
was thinking of earlier. Like,
We're-
that's crazy. It hasn't happened.
We're just pawns in the planet's game.
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
real quick pivot. I think it's so easy once watching the ancient apocalypse thing to believe that at one point in time we were an advanced culture because there are signs, stories, and serpents all around the world, and each culture tells the same story in a different way, and they have all the stories and they put them all together. It's 8 episodes, and they really think that I think it's 8,900 BC. There was an ice age, or the ice age was happening. I can't remember the order. I think the ice age was going on, and then a bunch of asteroids came and hit the Earth. We're hitting it everywhere. So it melted the ice. It raised the ocean by 400 meters. And like Atlantis was like a real thing. There's a lot of cities that are just like underwater now. And after watching it, I kind of believe it, honestly. So yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
love it. I love
Watch it,
that
Ancient
stuff.
Apocalypse.
Well, we saw a dragon in Philippi.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Straight up, there was a dragon flying. Had this. It was dark, and we were sitting outside, and this thing flew by, and it had like a long,
A massive tail,
I'm like,
dude.
what the fuck is
And
that?
everyone's like, that's a bat. And we're
We're like, that's a
"It's not
dragon.
that."
That's a dragon. You see
It's a
that? Its
dragon.
tail. Anyway,
Probably Mothman.
Could have been
Could-
Mothman.
Down that way.
could
Could
have
have
been.
been. Could have been.
I hate, which everyone will agree.
So I'm so sorry
You're
to
good.
interject. When were you in Philippi?
Thanksgiving.
They always say that Mothman appears before a natural disaster. Volcano erupted.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Boom. There you go.
It was
It's
Mothman.
Mothman.
Shit.
I'm going to pee real fast.
Continue.
I
I'm
hate,
so sorry.
everyone will agree with me. I hate, double hate TSA.
Yeah.
Not
I
the
agree.
people. They're fine. Just the
Yeah.
whole process.
Their ass.
The people are fine.
they're always in a terrible mood. I agree.
Yeah, it's just the process of it all is just
They stink.
it does. It's
And I
like
think it's
it's inconsistent. We've spoke about it before on here. It's very inconsistent
Uh-huh.
across the board.
They just
like,
pick and choose people.
like what
man.
you got to do versus what not. What you got to take out of your backpack
Yeah.
here is different from
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like all this fucking
Every
bullshit.
airport's different.
Yeah.
The
I took off my Apple Watch one time. The guy was like, "You don't need to take off your watch," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? It's
Like,
electric.
They
I
say
thought I didn't fucking take it
electronics.
off."
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
normally I'm like,
dick.
all right, you take your hat off, okay? This one in Pittsburgh, they were like, oh, you don't got to take your hat off. I was like, okay. And then I walk through, and I get fucking patted down.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to see what's under your hat. I'm like, what? You just fucking told me
Yeah.
to
Gotta
walk
love
through with
that.
my hat on.
I think the rules change every time. I fucking hate
Yeah.
TSA.
It's trash.
And go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a kind of a comparison is I hate the DMV too because you never know what you're gonna. It's very inconsistent.
I
Yeah.
just went today.
Did you?
I just went
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Do you have a terrible time?
Honestly, no, because I made an
That's good.
appointment.
That's the way
But
to do it.
I had to go to register a car and like I searched for a week before. Like I had everything.
you
I
need.
called the day of and said, this is what I have. Is that good? Check. Yeah, you're good. So first off, it was a lovely experience though in there that day. I went up to the window and the first line or whatever, went right up, gave her my spiel. She gave me a number. Before I sat down, they called my number at the window. There was no one in there.
It's
Nice.
beautiful.
It was
That's
beautiful. But so I get up to the window, and I was like, I have the title and whatever else I need. And she was like, well, do you have a bill of sale? And I was like, I called 20 minutes ago, and they told me I don't need a fucking bill of sale. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, that's all it took. I was like, I called, and they told me I didn't need one. She's like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Does
Thank
that
God.
win for everything?
It is kind of funny now because I just did the same thing, And now they literally are just like, you just have to know your social security number.
Really?
It's like I could just make up. I mean, I
Yeah.
know they have the information, but I could just say fucking anything.
Yeah.
And shout out JT. I saw Matt Kuchera was there because
Nice.
his
Shout
birthday's
out.
2 days before mine, and it was just so funny seeing him there. It's one of my childhood buddies. But yeah, DMV stinks.
Yeah.
Stinks. Remember when somebody drove through the front door?
I do. Yeah, fuck.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
that's
They're like,
you
I'm
can't
hot.
go that day. You got to just go another day. At
That
that
was
point.
someone taking their driving test.
Oh, really?
No, I'm
Oh.
asking.
No, I
was
think,
that
dude,
what
I
I
happened?
think it was a pissed off person.
Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah.
pissed
They're
off
like, let
person.
me in now.
Oh,
You know what's back too? Fucking artificial intelligence art.
dude, that was a very
Worth it.
fun activity
Worth
that
it.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
all
know
those
what
You
you're
just
saying.
pictures that are
upload
going
like
viral.
I haven't done mine yet. I'm
You just
excited.
upload some selfies. So it was $5.99 for 100.
Did you have the selfies on deck or did you take them?
I
off?
had some and then I took
Yeah.
but like it's just so cool what it comes up.
Dude,
with.
in one out
Like,
of 100 in another life, according to artificial intelligence, I'm black.
yeah,
Oh,
Jake's
nice.
one of Jake's is
It was
a black
fire.
guy.
I'm like scrolling through, laughing at all these. I'm like, all right.
A
just
lot
kept
of-
scrolling.
a lot of mine for some reason look like I'm Star-Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't hate it.
And then it's so funny. Some of the
can't hate
pictures, they make my face fucking massive. and
Wait,
it's
hold on.
hysterical,
Now that we're
dude.
on it, I want to show you guys the one they made me Mac Miller.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It actually is very similar.
Wow.
I know.
That's creepy.
That is weird.
That is
I
Mac
know.
Miller.
I was like, damn, that's fire.
So what I like and hate this week, first thing I love is Coach Mike Tomlin. Not because the Steelers are back, and not because of his winning record. I literally could not care less about that. Why I love him is, did you see the video of a fan like walking up to him?
Yeah. It
I-
pissed me off.
I don't know how this fan like got in.
Yeah.
But he walked up. He's like, "Oh yeah, Mike," or whatever, and he was like, "I'm fucking working here," or something.
Yeah.
Walked past him. I love that.
The dude
I
was
didn't see that.
the dude was so pumped to see him. He was like, "Oh, Coach Tomlin,
Yeah.
like, what's up?" He's
I-
like, "I'm fucking
he's like,
working."
man, I'm fucking working.
I don't even mind it, truthfully. but
Where did this occur after the game, or like was he actually?
I think it was halftime.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah, I don't even like. I don't like or dislike the move. I just had to. I had to just rip Mike Tomlin because Brady's a fake Steeler fan now. Just fucking acts like he's the biggest Steeler fan in the world. So everything that he talks about the Steelers, I have to go against. I don't mind it. If he's coaching, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Now,
Yeah.
if it's before a game or after a game,
Yeah, it's probably rude.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
I agree.
it's awesome.
It was pretty funny, but the dude wasn't even phased. He was like, he thought it was. He was like, "Whoa."
And then what I hate this week, I'm going to sound like a 21st century bitch working corporate guy, but I hate the 30-minute lunch. I just can't stand
Dude,
Yeah, it's garbage,
It's
right?
that
garbage.
shit is like they need to get rid of it. Like
Yeah.
we're grown people.
I know.
You can eat your lunch when the fuck. I believe you should be able to eat your lunch whenever the fuck you want to.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I need more time. I'd
Yeah,
like to
and
go
you should-
sit somewhere by myself
Well,
and eat.
I agree.
what was it? I believe it was 200 companies in London or something.
London.
London this week implemented the 4-day work week.
Oh, wow.
Good
I'd love
for
to see
them.
that.
Yeah, I might be moving to
I
London.
wish more people would.
Dude, something I love. Pete Davidson and Eli Manning
Dude.
started an Instagram, and
Yeah,
it's
that's-
literally just two
Together?
dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Pete and Eli 10. It's verified. It's literally them, and they're just posting things on Instagram.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. It makes me laugh.
Like, and it's not like a scam either.
yeah,
It's like
it's hysterical.
they made a video saying like, "Hey guys, like neither one of us have an Instagram, so we're gonna make one together." And they're just like hanging out.
Things I dislike or hate, and I can't figure out whose side I'm on yet. So I'm just gonna say the scenario and let you guys interpret it. I was watching the BFF podcast this week. Theo Vaughn was on.
I meant to bring this up earlier.
He got very well. I wonder if he got very upset
Oh,
because
Oh, not what I was going to talk about.
he said that in Dave, the Little Dicky show, they're just ripping off all Theo's jokes, and he got like very mad
Really?
about it and said that a lot of the jokes that they're using in that show are mine.
Wow.
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Did he give an example at all?
Yeah.
No, well, because he was trying not to talk about it because, he was just trying to let the conversation go. But it was like a random thing. They were talking about something in Little Dicky's name was said, and he just like his face changed and like got in this like really mad, upset type vibe, and was like, he's like, man, I don't know, but a lot of those jokes are mine. Like basically just saying that they're just ripping his jokes off.
Damn.
Which kind of is weird to me because Santino's in the show, and
Yeah.
you think Santino'd be like, yo, we can't do that
Yeah.
because Santino.
Yeah, there's a lot of like comedy. I don't necessarily want to call them like geniuses, but like big time comedy names involved with that show.
just
Kevin Hart.
I know. It just shocked me how like I could tell that was like
It
an
triggered it.
emotional
That thing
thing.
It was a
Yeah.
trigger.
That like really bothered him, and he took that L just trying to fuck Brianna Chicken Fry the whole time.
Yeah,
It was weird.
that's good to see though. Even big time funny guys like that getting
Dang,
shut
he
down.
was.
Oh, dude, he
Yeah.
was trying.
Well, kinda.
I mean, he was pretty much trying to just fuck Chicken Fry the entire time. Dude, I DM'd her afterwards. I was like, "How did it feel interviewing somebody that just wanted to fuck you the entire time?" She hasn't answered me.
Never
yet,
Yeah,
so
that'll happen.
maybe we'll get an answer. But yeah, we'll have to check out the Theo Vaughn thing. It was very interesting.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
So, and I guess another thing that I hate is how expensive things are because
All the
now
time,
New
yeah.
York City's the most expensive city in the world. I guess.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
world. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that made me think. The fucking brand that I like, it's called Stevenson Ranch. I like I signed up for their thing, like where they'll text me for like pre-sale.
Those the hats.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They sent me a text today. It said, "Hey, JT, get our new Muggsy brand pants, special edition or whatever before the public is allowed or whatever." So I clicked the link. It's Muggsy jean shorts. That's cool. I like jean shorts. Just Muggsy shorts, short fucking jorts with the little fucking logo on it for $100. I texted him back and I said, if you think I'm buying a pair of shorts for $100, you're fucking crazy.
Like sweatpants are like $80 now.
I know. I'm
how is that legal?
I'm never
Everything, dude.
buying a pair of shorts in my existence for $100.
This bubble will burst. I truly believe it will.
Agreed.
But yeah, dude, like Muggsy. Have you looked at Muggsy jeans?
So
Just
expensive
their
now.
jeans. It's insane.
Same with bird dogs. I wanted to start getting into bird
Yeah.
dogs, and they are just
And
as
it
expensive.
sucks too, dude, because like truly, Muggsy's fit me so well.
They're the best jeans in the game.
I went up to fucking Robinson two or three weekends ago solely to try on jeans at a bunch of different stores and see if I could find jeans because of how expensive Muggsy's were. I could not find a pair that fit me well.
It's tough, dude. They truly are the best jeans in the game, like by far.
I guess you pay for that premium, but dude, it's just that's tough.
I'm-
Like it's a tough pill to swallow. And not to mention, dude, their fucking Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale was trash.
Yeah,
They didn't even mark down a lot of stuff.
dude. Bird dogs was buy something for over $150 and we'll send you a blanket. And I was like, I'm good, dude.
Fuck that. That's
I don't need a fucking
Yeah, what
blanket,
the
bro.
fuck?
Dude, this is
I'd
one of
send
those.
the fucking blanket back.
This is one of those OG episodes where we're just shredding things
Yeah,
alive.
See,
right
but like
now.
Bubba's coat will be on some site for like $250.
It would be. It would be. You'd find that on like one of those like vintage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vintage. Oh, vintage, whatever, baseball jacket or whatever the fuck. It'd be like $250. I'm like, shove it up your ass.
I mean, dude, I did figure out a way to make money today. And remember, this is all a hypothetical situation. Nobody would ever do this, but
selling drugs.
maybe if I ordered some, good POS that were nice, like steel tin signs, and maybe I would start an eBay account and start selling those for like $30 a pop. I could make a lot of money selling those fucking signs. Hypothetically.
What signs are they?
For my workspace for a product,
I gotcha.
Promotional signs.
promotional signs.
Ah, yes.
The tin signs.
Yeah.
So-
You should probably cut that.
Nah, dude, it's a hypothetical situation.
Yeah. True. All hypotheticals.
But I'm trying to think. I got a couple things written down here. So a new series came out on the Barstool Network, and it's Francis interviewing kids across the states. And his first guest was Tommy Walker, Brandon Walker's son, and he led me to the story. Did you know there was this pack of elephants that killed this woman,
Oh.
this
That
poacher
took a
woman?
turn.
And then during her funeral, they showed back up.
I think I've heard this fact.
They showed back up and stomped the yard again.
What?
They killed her twice because elephant's brains. Like,
Wait, so why don't they like her?
So she killed like
Oh,
either
good. I'm glad
a
they
kid,
fucked her
Yeah,
up.
me
Like
too.
a cousin.
This is an amazing story.
and they killed her. And then during her funeral, they fucking stomped the yard again. And in my head, I'm just thinking like
Yeah.
that's how it's done.
That's legit.
Yeah.
I
They
like
said,
that
"Fuck
story
you."
a lot.
Yeah. So shout out those elephants.
I love elephants.
Yeah,
dude.
elephants are dope. I got a big one on my leg.
Yeah.
That's true.
I got
Elephants
one
are
as
dope.
my computer background.
Oh, that's fire.
Folk. All right. Anything else, boys?
Folk. No, I'm
a little
good.
less permanent than yours, but
It's all right.
yeah, still repping the elephants.
Nope. Don't have anything written down.
Follow me. You have anything right now?
Not written down. No.
You have anything you'd think of?
New trailer dropped yesterday for the sequel to the Star
Oh,
Wars
I
game.
saw that.
Okay.
Looks dope. That's
Yeah,
all I'll say.
it looks
Looks really fucking cool. So
Same
hype for that.
same guy, right?
Same character,
That's
Cal
fire.
Kestis,
Ian
who
Gallagher.
I think we will see in live action one
Oh
day.
yeah, that
So,
they need to do that.
Yeah.
hyped for that.
I'm pumped. He's Adam Warlock in the new Guardians movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
very excited.
No, Adam Warlock is the dude from We're the Millers.
That's right. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'm
Come on,
completely-
Similar looking dudes.
Completely wrong.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Hand up.
Similar looking dudes.
Follow me Twitter and Instagram at Juice Fisherman. Make sure to subscribe to the Juice Box YouTube. I'm kind of sad that there wasn't a podcast wrap up. I would have liked to seen if we made any lists. So if we did, thank you. If not, you like Dalton Haas. Thanks.
You can follow me at John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the Diabetes, the Juicebox Podcast.
Read my blog, latest blog, and all the rest of my blogs on the juiceboxpod.com. You can also find it on my Twitter at Bubba Slider or my poor pictures on Instagram at _Harry Slider.
Yeah, follow our YouTube page to get a good dose of me because I'm not really that active on social media anymore. But my Instagram is still live. I don't post anything. It's at Zarly Price, and that's ZAR.
Z as in zebra, A as in apple, R as in Reebok.
Don't get it twisted.
Bye-bye.